Hi folks, Con here from Audio Advisor. And today we're going to talk about the Parasound Zphono USB Phono Stage. So if you ever had those high quality recorded LPs that you seem to never be able to find the CD for or be able to download a high resolution file for it, well, Parasound came up with a product perfect for that application. So what you can do is you can actually digitize your LP collection using this Phono Stage. So this unit can operate moving magnet, moving coil cartridges at 47 ohms and 100 ohms for moving coil and 47 ohms for moving magnet. And on the front panel you have obviously power to turn the unit on and off. You have a headphone jack, which is crucial because you will be using the headphone jack to adjust the USB gain when you're making your digital recordings. You have your mono on-off switch here. The mono is kind of a cool feature, so what it will do when you engage the mono button is combine the left channel and right channel information into a single channel and output that information via USB. So you cannot engage mono when you're listening to it as a phono stage, but you can use that feature when making digital recordings. All right, on the other side of your display, you have a really cool feature called the rumble filter. So if you ever listen to your LP and you've noticed your speaker drivers having an extreme amount of excursion where the driver's moving in and out, but you're really not hearing a lot of sound, well, that's actually wasted energy. So Parasound offered a feature that you can turn on, which is called the rumble filter. So if you do have an LP that is causing that to happen, we highly recommend engage that not only when you're listening to your music, because it will actually improve your power amplifier, but also while you're making your recordings, because it will lower the noise floor and improve the quality of the recording. Next, you have your input switch, because this unit not only will allow you to digitize your LP, but it also has two additional inputs. So if you have tape decks or reel-to-reels, you can digitize those recordings as well. And next, you have your USB gain knob. Now this knob is a very important, you want to definitely spend a good amount of time ensuring that your gain is set correctly. On the faceplate you do have a gain clip indicator that will light up when gain is too high. This is important because if your gain is too low, the noise floor and the music recordings will be at the same level, creating a lot of distortion. If the gain is set too high, the DAC chip built into the Parasound will end up what's called clipping and cause distortion as well. So that's where the headphone come into play. What you want to do is you want to put the record on that you're going to record, put your needle on the highest transition or the most dynamic range of that recording, listen to that using the headphone set and adjust your gain so that the light is just right on the edge of being turned on, ensuring that you have the volume high enough but also at the same time low enough so you don't clip the amplifier. Next, you're going to want to make a connection from the Parasound to your computer. You're going to want to obviously use USB. Our recommended product is the Pangea Premier XL USB cable because it separates the power and the signal. Since we're not going to need the power portion in this application, we can leave that unplugged and just use the signal. Next, we just want to show you some of the inputs and features on the back side, so we'll get this unit flipped around. Alright, now that we flipped the unit around, I can take the moment and show you some of the features. So obviously right here, pretty straightforward, that's your phono input, your ground lug, your line level inputs, and then down here is your adjustments for the resistance depending on what cartridge you're using. You'll also notice another switch to the side. That is your RIAA filtration switch, so when you are making USB recordings you can turn that on and off depending on your needs. Next, you'll have two line level inputs. Like I said earlier, this unit does allow you to have the ability to record other sources than just your phono. And then you do have a line output. And the reason they included a line out is because this is a phono stage and you can use it as a regular phono stage. You don't only have to use this for making recordings. Then you have your USB output. Straightforward, have that connected to your computer when you want to make recordings. And then this feature right here, I'm very, very happy that Parasound included this feature. So if you ever have any ground loop hum issue between the phono stage and your turntable or the phono stage and your computer, you can switch the polarity of your power, of the input power, ensuring that the ground loop is extinguished. So that is a really cool feature. All right, let's get this flipped back around and get it connected, and we can talk about some of the other features that Parasound offers. Now, the recording programs, Parasound does include 3 options. They are on page 12 of their manual. 2 of the options did come with premium services, but we did find the interface user friendliness to be much higher, where the third one was a freeware. the interface was not as welcoming as the other two services.